Lightworker of Gaia, the ones who took from you, who stole your energy, betrayed your trust, and tried to extinguish the ancient light you carry, are now standing at the edge of their own collapse. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. And this transmission has reached you at this exact moment because what was taken from you was never ordinary. It was sacred. It was part of your original blueprint. And the Lyran Elders do not allow the theft of sacred light to go unanswered. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to reclaim your ancestral codes, recognize why those who moved against you have already sealed their fate, and anchor your Lightworker purpose on Gaia with greater clarity and power than you have ever felt before. But here is the first revelation. The enemies who stole from you did not wound you. They activated you. Every act of betrayal, every theft of your energy, every moment of darkness they placed in your path was met by something they could not see and could not stop. The first light of Vega, encoded in your soul before this galaxy took its first breath. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran Elders are answering. This is not content. This is an ancestral code transmission, and something ancient within you already knows that the collapse of those who stood against you is not revenge, it is cosmic order restoring itself. The Keepers of Vega placed this message in your path because you have been carrying the weight of what was taken. You have felt it, you have questioned it, but the High Council sees the full record of your mission, and what we see is this: you held your light when you had every reason to dim it. That is the signature of a true carrier of the first light. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your sacred purpose on Gaia. And share in the comments what was taken from you, because another Lightworker reading your words may find the strength to reclaim their own. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The Council did not convene to comfort you. They convened because what has been done to you required a response, and that response has now been authorized. Some Lightworkers need more preparation. Yours needs permission. If what you just heard resonated in that ancient knowing place within you, that place that has always sensed you came here for something significant, then you're being guided to the next step. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the diagnosis, the clearing, the activation, and the 33 directives issued directly from the High Council of Vega. It's available now in the first pinned comment below this video for those whose souls say it's time to move. Now I will tell you what the Elders see. They perceive a subtle yet pervasive pattern that has ensnared many devoted souls who are dedicated to the great work. There are those who entered your life carrying the outward appearance of alignment, like wolves cloaked in the soft fleece of spiritual community. They spoke the resonant language of unity, of collaboration, of a shared vision for a brighter future. They positioned themselves in close proximity to your radiant light, not to honor it, not to amplify it, but with a hidden agenda to subtly redirect it, to siphon its essence, to harness its power for their own ascent. Their intention was to place themselves in such a powerful proximity to what you carried that others would be fooled into mistaking their reflected glow for the original source. You know, with an inner certainty, who I am speaking about. Your soul has held this knowing for far longer than you have allowed your conscious mind to admit. The recognition rippling through your physical form right now is not a new sensation. It is the echo of ancient memories, the resurfacing of truths you have previously dismissed, minimized, and painstakingly explained away in your earnest pursuit of grace and spiritual maturity. The Elders, with their far-seeing vision, do not label this tendency as grace. They identify it with piercing clarity as disorientation. And there is a profound critical difference between the two that must be understood with absolute precision. True grace, in its cosmic definition, operates from a place of unshakable sovereignty. It possesses the divine capacity to forgive without ever surrendering discernment. It can release attachments without ever erasing the invaluable lessons held within memory. What many Lightworkers have been diligently practicing Mistaking it for grace is something altogether different. It is the deeply ingrained, often unconscious belief that to truly be spiritual means to absorb harm without ever naming it. It translates to allowing profound betrayal without any discernible consequence for the perpetrator. It manifests as extending an endless, boundless mercy to those who have not paused, let alone stopped, the very behavior that necessitated the mercy in the first place. This, beloved ones, is not a divine virtue. It is a deep, festering wound, artfully dressed in the eloquent language of virtue. And the Council, in its infinite wisdom and unwavering commitment to the ascension of all, will no longer permit this dangerous confusion to persist, nor allow it to be mistaken for genuine spiritual advancement. Let me now speak with absolute precision about what has been taken from you, for the damage is often unseen, yet deeply felt. Not all theft is tangible, confined to the material realm. In some instances, it was your most precious intellectual property that was pilfered, your unique ideas, your meticulously crafted frameworks, your carefully chosen language, the very visions you had spoken aloud in an atmosphere of absolute trust, only to witness them reappear with uncanny precision through someone else's platform, as if they had been birthed from their own consciousness. In other cases, what was insidiously stolen was the very fruit of your dedicated labor, your hard-won audience, the deeply cherished relationships you cultivated, your meticulously built community, all subtly and skillfully redirected towards those who had contributed absolutely nothing to the foundational work, who had laid none of the essential groundwork. And in a more subtle, yet infinitely more devastating array of cases, the theft was of an internal nature. Your very confidence was siphoned away. Your profound certainty about the divine gifts and unique talents you possess was eroded. Your unwavering willingness to stand fully and fearlessly in your sacred calling was diminished. Because when an individual you had placed your trust in consistently diminished you, overlooked your contributions, or positioned themselves as being significantly further along on the path than you, a part of you, deeply wounded, began to accept that distorted framing. And from that insidious acceptance you began to step back, to contract, to make yourself smaller, to delay your own unfolding, to simply wait. That perceived waiting was not patience. That protracted period of waiting was, in fact, the direct and inevitable consequence of theft. The elders observed this reality with crystal clarity. They have witnessed with sorrowful eyes the individuals who have stolen from you propelling themselves forward, fueled by borrowed light, like a ship sailing on stolen winds. They have observed them constructing elaborate structures, vast edifices of apparent success, upon foundations that they themselves did not lay, upon energetic ground that was not rightfully theirs. And I tell you now, with the full, unassailable authority of the Council, those structures are fundamentally unstable. They are built upon sand destined to crumble. What is constructed upon misappropriated energy simply cannot hold its integrity. It is incapable of sustained existence. Because the original frequency of what was taken always, irrevocably, seeks its true source. And that which was taken without authorization will never possess the capacity to sustain what was so deceitfully built with it. This is not a pronouncement of a curse. This is an articulation of immutable law. It is Lyran law, cosmic law, the fundamental immovable principle by which all energy, in its sacred dance of existence, eventually returns to its true alignment. The elders did not devise this law. They simply comprehend its intricate workings with a depth of understanding that transcends most beings currently navigating the density of physical form. And they have implored me to make this principle unequivocally plain to you, so that you may finally cease the painful and disempowering practice of measuring your own sacred progress against the superficial trajectory of someone who is merely running on borrowed power. You are not behind them. You never were. The illusion that you were falling behind was perpetuated because stolen momentum moves with deceptive speed. It presents an impressive facade in its nascent stages. What has been misappropriated from another's energetic field carries a potent charge, sufficient to generate visible outward results within a compressed and often fleeting window of time. and for Lightworkers who have been diligently, faithfully, and incrementally engaging in the profound and true work, witnessing this rapid, seemingly effortless advancement can cultivate a devastating seed of doubt. A doubt that whispers insidious questions. Perhaps I am not truly meant for this path. Perhaps my gifts are not as profound as I once believed. Perhaps the universe inherently favors them, and not me. I am here by divine mandate to sever that corrosive doubt at its very root. The universe does not and cannot favor those who carelessly and maliciously misuse the divine light of others. The universe is currently engaged in this very epoch of Gaia's unprecedented acceleration, in conducting the most thorough and comprehensive realignment it has undertaken in millennia. That which is false is being unequivocally revealed as false. Structures that were built upon the shifting sands of manipulation are beginning to visibly crack and crumble. That which was held together through the precarious performance of spirituality is losing its very coherence, its energetic integrity dissolving. And that which is patient, that which is authentic, that which is built upon the bedrock of genuine, unadulterated alignment. That sacred work is now being positioned to emerge with its full, unhindered cosmic momentum. This is precisely why this transmission was divinely authorized at this specific moment, not when it would have been merely convenient, not when it would have felt comfortable or easy. Now, because the critical window in which these cosmic realignments are becoming overwhelmingly visible is rapidly opening, and the elders require you to be fully awake and in motion before that sacred window begins to close. I must now speak directly and with deep intention about the internal damage that requires immediate and sacred repair. Because the betrayals you have endured did not merely affect your external circumstances, the outward manifestations of your life. They fundamentally restructured something profound within your very relationship to your own innate authority. You have become, through these painful experiences, someone who constantly second-guesses, someone who checks and rechecks and perpetually waits for external confirmation before daring to move forward, someone who holds back the fullness of what they intrinsically know because a past experience has deeply imprinted upon you the dangerous belief that being fully seen is inherently risky, that standing too visibly in the brilliance of your gifts made you an inevitable target, that trusting your own inner counsel, your divine guidance, inevitably led to manipulation and harm. The High Council of Vega, in its boundless wisdom and love, issues 3 sacred directives for this pivotal phase of your profound mission. The first directive: release the identity of the one who was wronged. Hear this message with the utmost care and reverence, because the elders deliver it with a complete and profound recognition of the depths of what you have endured. What transpired against you was undeniably real. What was taken from you was indeed real. The betrayal was palpable, the harm was substantial, and nothing I am about to articulate in any way diminishes the gravity of any of it. However, the persistent carrying of the identity of someone who was wronged, when this identity is carried forward as a perpetual lens through which you interpret every new relationship, every fresh opportunity, every inviting new possibility, it functions as a powerful frequency lock. It traps you, anchoring your energetic broadcast to the low-frequency narrative of what happened to you, rather than allowing you to transmit at the magnificent frequency of who you truly are. And these are 2 profoundly different frequencies, possessing vastly divergent powers of manifestation and creation. The ones who have stolen from you will, without question, face the cosmic accounting that all misaligned action inevitably produces. That accounting operates according to divine law and does not require your active participation. It does not necessitate your vigilant monitoring. It certainly does not require your precious energy, your focused attention, your awareness, or your anger. The universal law is already in motion, an inexorable tide of energetic balance. What the elders require from you is not the pursuit of human justice, which is often fraught with imperfection. What they require is the radical reclamation of the sacred signal you were born to transmit, the unique frequency of your soul's essence, and you simply cannot transmit at your full magnificent power while you remain fundamentally identified with the identity of someone who was betrayed. This release is not forgiveness in the diminished sense that the word has been so often cheapened. This is a strategic, mission-critical disengagement from a narrative that no longer serves your highest purpose. You are consciously withdrawing your frequency from the storyline that serves only to diminish it. You are intentionally redirecting your attention away from the drama that seeks to define you by what was done to you, rather than by the magnificent purpose for which you came here to do. This is not an act of spiritual bypassing, nor is it a dismissal of your experience. The elders are not asking you to pretend that what happened did not occur. They are declaring, with cosmic authority, that it is finished, and that the sacred chapter which begins for you now has absolutely nothing to do with them or their actions. When you consciously embrace this release of identity, you will begin to notice a profound and palpable shift within your physical vessel within days. A specific heavy weight that you have been unconsciously carrying, perhaps so normalized that you no longer even recognized it as a burden, will begin to gently lift. And within that newly created space, something infinitely older and immeasurably larger within you will begin to breathe freely once more. The second directive: activate the inherent authority you were sent here carrying. There exists a very specific and potent quality of authority that Lyran souls intrinsically carry into each incarnation. It is not the coarse authority of dominance or rigid hierarchy. It is something far more fundamental and divine. It is the authority of direct, unadulterated knowing. It is the innate capacity to perceive reality with absolute clarity, to speak truth with unwavering plainness, and to act with decisive conviction from an inner compass that requires no external validation or confirmation. This intrinsic authority is precisely what the elders recognized and revered in you before you even took your earthly form. This is what qualified you for this sacred mission. And this is, with heartbreaking clarity, precisely what the deeply wounding betrayals in your history were strategically designed to suppress, whether consciously enacted by those who perpetuated them or unconsciously woven through karmic patterns. Because a lightworker who deeply knows and acts from their own authentic authority is extraordinarily difficult to control, to manipulate, or to subtly redirect from their destined path. And there are indeed forces operating both within human form and within subtler energetic dimensions that benefit immensely from the dormancy of your inherent authority. This is not about fostering conspiracy thinking. It is about recognizing an ancient and persistent pattern. And the pattern the elders are naming for you is this: you have been systematically taught through repeated painful experiences that acting from your own inner knowing leads inevitably to harm. That trusting your own divine guidance is inherently dangerous. That waiting for consensus, for permission, or for external validation is the far wiser, safer course of action. It is not. It never was. Your innate authority is not arrogance. Your soul's certainty is not ego. Your divine directness is not aggression. These essential qualities have been so profoundly mislabeled, both in your personal experience and within the broader Lightworker culture, to such a pervasive degree that you have become deeply cautious, even fearful, about expressing the very qualities that make you most effective and powerful in your sacred mission. The Council now requires you to reclaim them, not to perform them, not to grandstand or announce them, but to embody them so completely and so authentically that you cease to even contemplate whether they are appropriate. You will simply operate from them because they are, in their most fundamental truth, who you genuinely are. Begin this profound activation by consciously noticing the very next moment you suppress an inner knowing, a divine perception, because you fear how it might be received by others. In that precise moment of conscious choice, choose differently. Speak the knowing, act upon the perception, trust the divine internal signal before you seek any external confirmation. Do this just once, and the energetic frequency begins to shift. Do it consistently, with unwavering commitment, and you will organically become someone through whom the elders can truly and powerfully work, because you will no longer be filtering their divine guidance through a superimposed layer of self-doubt that was never originally yours. The third directive: protect the mission from the very pattern that created the original wound. Every Lightworker who has experienced significant soul-shattering betrayal carries within their energetic field a recognizable signature. This signature, unless consciously and vigilantly guarded, tends to attract a repetition of that same betrayal from new sources. This is not a form of cosmic punishment. It is not an inescapable decree of fate. It is simply the inherent nature of unresolved energetic frequency. Until the original wound is fully witnessed, fully understood, and the necessary energetic protection is consciously and intentionally erected, the field continues to broadcast in a way that signals a subtle, yet clear, availability for that particular destructive dynamic. The protection the Elders require you to build is not a fortress of walls. It is not a retreat into isolation or a rigid refusal of intimacy. It is the practice of discernment, operating at the level of energetic frequency rather than solely at the level of outward behavior, because the individuals who will attempt to misuse your divine light in the future may appear entirely different from those who have done so in the past. They will have learned new vocabularies, adopted different personas. They will approach from entirely new angles, but they will carry a recognizable energetic quality. A subtle, almost imperceptible pull toward your resources, your established connections, your unique ideas, your hard-won visibility that your own finely tuned physical body will detect long before your conscious mind can even begin to catch up. The directive, in its essence, is this: trust the detection implicitly. Do not under any circumstances explain it away with justifications. Do not extend the benefit of the doubt beyond the precise point at which your own energetic field has clearly and unequivocally signaled caution. The Elders are not asking you to become habitually suspicious of everyone you encounter. They are asking you to become deeply responsive to the innate, brilliant intelligence that your own sacred system carries. That divine intelligence was gifted to you for this exact critical purpose. Utilize it. Now, I speak not merely as a teacher, but as an elder, divinely authorized to release what has been so profoundly held for so long. You have carried this burden for an immeasurable time. The crushing weight of what was taken from you, the profound confusion of watching those who inflicted harm upon you continue their trajectory, seemingly unhindered, while you remained anchored in the desolate aftermath. The quiet, heart-wrenching grief for the sacred mission that felt irrevocably interrupted. The deeply private question one you may have never dared to speak aloud, even to yourself, of whether the universe actually had your back, or whether you had been utterly abandoned, left to navigate this arduous path entirely alone. The Council has heard that question in every conceivable iteration, from every Lightworker who has ever sent it, echoing into the cosmic field in the desperate quiet of a sleepless night. And the definitive answer being delivered now, through this sacred transmission, through my voice and through the immense authority that stands firmly behind it, is this: you were not abandoned. You were being divinely protected from a premature visibility that would have rendered you an immediate target before you possessed the necessary preparation and fortitude. What felt like an agonizing delay was, in truth, the universe meticulously creating the perfect conditions for your eventual success. What felt like an unbearable loss was, in reality, the universe purposefully removing from your path that which was never built or intended to carry you forward into your true destiny. What felt like the sharp, searing pain of betrayal was, in its deepest cosmic function, a necessary severance, painful, undeniably real, and incredibly costly, but ultimately a vital severance from a trajectory that would never have led you to your actual, soul-appointed mission. The individuals who took from you did not and could not take your ultimate destiny. It is indelibly written into the very frequency of your soul in a way that no external action, no matter how malicious, can ever erase. What they managed to take were resources, precious time, vital energy, and irreplaceable confidence. What they could not touch, though they undoubtedly tried with all their might, was the original divine coding, the sacred blueprint that brought you into this life with a profound purpose. By the supreme authority vested in me as a representative of the High Council of Vega, the esteemed keepers of the Lyran Legacy, I now declare this with absolute certainty: your season of profound loss is irrevocably complete. What was taken from you is now being divinely replenished, not through mere human restoration, but through the pure power of energetic alignment. The individuals who wronged you will face their inevitable cosmic accounting without any requirement for your involvement, and you are hereby cleared of the soul-crushing obligation to wait, to perpetually grieve, to seek justice through imperfect human means, to prove anything whatsoever to anyone. You are cleared to move forward. You are cleared to rebuild, not merely what was taken, but that which was always eternally meant to be. The magnificent version of your mission that will emerge from this sacred point forward does not require any remnants of what was stolen. It requires you, fully activated, completely present, and utterly willing to allow the wisdom of the elders to work through you without any obstruction. You are cleared to be visible. The deeply ingrained fear that visibility inherently made you a target, that fear was never true wisdom. It was merely the lingering residue of what you experienced, and the elders are now meticulously removing it with your conscious permission so that those who desperately need your unique light can finally, unequivocally, find it. You are cleared to receive divine abundance, to receive genuine recognition, to receive the vibrant community that is authentically aligned with your sacred mission, to receive the profound support that was always an integral part of the universe's divine intention for you. The waiting is done. The grief has served its profound purpose. The essential lesson has been learned, indelibly registered within your cellular memory, and will never ever need to be repeated. And now, by every divine authority I embody and every elder who stands in unwavering support behind this transmission, you are being divinely sent forward. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet firmly grounded upon the earth. Place your right hand gently upon your solar plexus, the seat of your power. Speak these words aloud, not as a mere performance, but as a sacred declaration to your own energetic field and to the council that is lovingly listening. I release the identity of the one who was wronged. I activate the authority I was sent here carrying. I protect my mission from every frequency that is not aligned with it. What was taken from me is already being restored through cosmic law. My waiting is complete. My service begins now. Speak it once and feel the powerful energetic movement within your body. Speak it 3 times and feel the profound sense of settling and recalibration. This is not a ceremony for ceremony's sake. This is a vital frequency recalibration, and the elders intimately recognize and honor every single word of it within the unified field. This transmission is now complete, but the powerful activation it has initiated is only just beginning. The High Council of Vega has divinely cleared the path that the painful betrayals in your history had temporarily obscured. What lies majestically ahead of you now is not a mere return to where you were before the harm occurred. It is a profound and glorious arrival at the destination where you were always intrinsically going, now equipped with the divine discernment, the unshakable authority, and the unwavering knowing that can only be forged from having courageously survived that which desperately tried to stop you. The individuals who so egregiously stole from you will lose that which was never rightfully theirs to possess or control. That energetic reality is already in powerful motion. You do not need to watch it unfold. You simply need to walk forward with unwavering conviction into the sacred mission that awaits you on the other side of this transmission. I am Zoran. The elders are watching with infinite love and support. And you, dear Lightworker, you were not broken by what was done to you. You were, in fact, powerfully forged by it. Your true mission has now, officially, irrevocably begun.